Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Today's matchup features one team who wants to ground and pound. The Bears are top 10 in rushing yards, and they're going up against the Jags team that will need to keep the running game in check. So let's send you up to Chicago, where we'll say hello to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thank you much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup between our visitors and the Chicago Bears. Try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They come up in an offset eye. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The offense. Line and its ability to open holes in this defensive front, something they were confident they could create in this game. Got the job done there, picked up the first.
And something they wanted to do. Have we ever met offensive linemen that don't want to fire out and hit people? I mean, they love the running game. Guys want to do that, and when you emphasize it, practice it, and work on it, that gives you an opportunity during the game.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, it created a big run. They'll try and run with their fullback. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you think, yeah, the fullback's probably going to get the ball. But when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a first down.
2nd and goal to go now. Another try on 2nd down with Gurley. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. In motion left goes Moncrief. 3rd down and goal from the 6. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
That was a big-time stop on 3rd down. Offensively, you'd love to tie the game up here, but 3 points might not be a disappointment.
The play clock's running down. And they will not even get to the line here as we'll get a delay. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it 1st and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
Now the return, Rashad Green. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8 and it moves the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Looking deep downfield. And they went big on 1st down. Proves unfruitful. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Room here to run. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
You don't have to be a finished product to show some pretty good glimpses of what could be in this league, and we just saw an example of it on that nice run there. When I looked at him coming out of college, I saw a guy with raw, terrific ability. And I couldn't wait to see how it was going to be harnessed and polished up in the NFL. In fact, some people thought he could play a little slot receiver as well as run the football. This guy has the ability to be a big-time player with more seasoning.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll set up a throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Here we go now. Leopard!
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And able to find Green. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Rashad Green, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and sneak it here. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Here we go now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Still fighting for more. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A very solid gain of 27.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Let's go. Blue landed. No. Check. Patriot.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They'll come out in the pistol.
No.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. And here now it's 2nd and goal. Ball on the 7-yard line. He's trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. So they tried runs on 1st and goal and 2nd and goal. Got stonewalled. Now from here, they've got to throw, right?
I would think so, and I would think you...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it'll be a Chicago 1st down.
Really good, solid run right there, and they did it from a 4-wide receiver set. And if you're an offensive coordinator, they used to tell people, hey, we're going to throw the football. Now they use 4 receivers on the field to spread things out, give them more running lanes and more options, and also it usually takes the bigger defenders off the field, makes the defense lighter and easier to run against.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now back to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Jags grab it. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help them get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. Green, 39.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. On the end around, this is Thomas. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Demarius Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
The going to look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd and long. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more after this. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And they'll run it here. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
I guarantee every coach wants to go for it on 4th and 1 in this spot, but so few of them have the guts to do it in their own territory. But he puts his faith in his offensive line, and they're able to pick up the first.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
No. Check, Patriot. All right, now look at 56. Look at 56. No. Check, Patriot. Watch it now, Barney. Detroit.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throwing right, and that's complete. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. He'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure If something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here we go with 2nd and 7.
Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And the Jags, Charles, I think they're in the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
Now they'll throw nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Watch it now, Barney. No. Check, Patriot.
They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first.
Watch it now. Clifford.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll set up a throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And quickly, they get to the line. He'll drop to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side.
Destroy! Destroy! Leopard! Kill! Set! 3-19! All right, now look at 56.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there for the Bears on third. 45 yards. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And Gano's kick is right through. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They'll come up now in the Wildcat package.
Let's go!
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
It's a big play for the Jaguars. 45 yards. He had been held in check. Now he breaks that big run. Shows the explosiveness we all knew was there.
All right, tell the truth now. You knew it was just a matter of time, didn't you? We've seen this so many times from him. Hold him down, and then breaks out.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And they're going to speed things up here. Inside the red zone here. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a gain of 14 there. And the Bears are going to get a first. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
No, check.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their number one goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that. And that really chips away at your confidence.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play, you did. So you've got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong. Let's give credit to the defense. They got plenty of bodies to the point of attack and stop the run. I just wonder if the offensive line let down a little bit, knowing that the big guy was getting the ball, and they just expected him to pick up a first.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Back to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Just 1 yard to go here on second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45. Onto the field now come the Bears. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold it.
He trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down.
All right, here we go.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll throw underneath for Gurley. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. And now out come the Jags. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Going to give this time to the tailback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop him here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And the wideout in motion. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
No. Check. Patriot. Now let's go. Please.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They're running with Gurley. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 6 yards on the pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 1st down Bears. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
2nd down following the incompletion. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They come up in an offset eye. On the give, this is their fullback. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Their big tight end, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really been...
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears get a bit closer. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches, and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Oh, did the Bears get it? They did. Chicago football. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are 2 very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
it's Gurley. And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight. But I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game. One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Carry here for their fullback. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So now on 4th down, Jay Gruden will call on his field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And Gano's kick is right through. And the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obvious.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. Finding time. He sets to fire deep. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And they will line up now for the 2-point try.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They come up in an offset out. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now it's Gurley. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. It'll go as a gain of 12. And that leads to a Chicago first down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for our visitors, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.